Welcome everyone. We're literally straight into it. I thought I had a bit of time. It seems like we don't. So we're just gonna go out open quali. See what we can do. Race fuel. Hey Eric, how's it going, buddy? Thank you, mate. I'm not. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't actually know, to be honest, mate. I've kind of missed too many. I joined this. I was in at the start, but I've missed too many sessions, too many rounds. So they're a good bunch of lads to race with. Next season, I'm going to take it a little bit more seriously. We'll see if we can qualify top 10. Cold tyres, man, is the worst. I think I can get... If I can qualify a top 10, I can get a top 5, that's for sure. So we've got Sam in here, who's right behind me. He's very quick. I think he's won every single race. He's pretty much like a 5k rating driver. I finished P2 at Zandvoort behind him. So yeah, top 5 would be nice. So wide through there, man. Just no speed with the weight shift of the fuel and cold tyres. Let him go past. Quite like that lap anyway. Probably got enough for maybe 2 more laps. 6.5 minutes. 3 more laps, I think. All right. Something in the 51s would be good. Not like that though. But that was very slow through there. Hey, Clark, how's it going, buddy? Not too bad, not too bad. Sorry, L-Dog. Look like a K from here. What we got there? P5, we'll take that. We'll take that. Full tank of fuel. Yeah. Jesus. Yeah, no, I think they can. I mean, the thing is they've got 40 odd people that sign up to the races. I mean, I have intended to make every race. I've always let Nathan know out of courtesy if I could or couldn't make a race. But yeah, I'd sign up for next season, buddy. Definitely. Oh, thanks, mate. Been around for a year. Long time subscriber. Yeah, just branching out into a bit of the streaming now. Do enjoy it. I've always enjoyed streaming. Obviously, keeping the video content coming. But yeah, just mixing it up really, all round. Waiting for the YouTube to sort out their streaming service so things become a little bit more discoverable when it comes to streaming. And we'll already be here, won't we? Yeah, definitely. Alex, are you in the league? I mean, are you in the Discord? I think sign-ups are still available. I don't know where in the Discord it is. If you go to all like the open wheel sections or the F3 sections, there should be a link in there to sign up, or a button or something like that. If not, yeah, just drop him a message. He's racing now, but he'll definitely get back to you at the end of the race. Slow for them, man. So much understeer. Good man, Lewis. It is the best experience on iRacing, I think. F3 and VR. Open wheelies in general are. That's why I really want them to. That's why I'm such a big advocate of F1 games introducing VR, man. Because it's just, I know how much everyone would enjoy it. Right, last lap, let's see if we can do something. See if we can do lower than a 154. Or 151.4. There was a bit of top end speed because of the fuel we're running. And the understeer through there. Oh, what? Oh, I thought that was the last lap, man. I thought we got that lap. Didn't we cross the line before? That was a 53, wasn't it? 51.3. That would have put us P4. Boo. Boo. Thought we had that there. It would, man. It would be brilliant. Oh, where's my little thing? My controller. It would be brilliant. I'm pushing them on it. Obviously, I've done a few videos. It feels like I'm the only one who's asking them for it, though. That's the problem. There's not enough people making enough noise, but. Yeah, I think I would have been fourth there. I really thought that was Yeah, I really thought we was going to get that. Well, we get one fast repair, so that's something. So this is just a standard F3 race, guys, as it is in the officials. So let's see what we can do, eh? This is broadcasted as well on the iRUK YouTube channel. So if you want to watch a live broadcast, you can open up another screen. Don't leave this one. Hopefully we can have a good fight at the front and have get on the broadcast. That's the aim. That's the aim. Hey Lid, how's it going, buddy? Thank you, mate. My setup is a little bit sketchy on cold tyres, so the first couple of laps I really need to take it a little bit easy until we get heat in those tyres. Right, here we go. Oh, I haven't got crew chief on. Big mistake. My spatial awareness is going to have to be on point. Oh, what are you doing there, Lee? That was a bit naughty by the Lee there, proper cutting from. Felt the rear go there. Yeah, I'm being very careful. That's why I'm not talking. I'm just thinking. Because I've got Stuart behind me now as well. So much understeer at the start. Wash of the car. He's been very rash with his defending early on, that's for sure. Lots of weaving going about to break the toe. bollocks. Eating that sausage curb is a no-go. That's right, we'll get him under brake in here anyway. Catch up with him again. We're quicker than Lee. We are quicker. Just trying to get past him. No, I don't need to worry about SR. There are thing is, there are incident points though. Lee, sorry buddy, you broke really early there, mate. Well, we seem to be okay. I think we're probably gonna have damage. Is it me or did he brake really early? He broke really early there. Probably got damage to our front nose cone. I don't know. I think we're okay. I've got a feeling it was a net code. I think he broke a bit early and we've had a net code. I could be wrong, but I do generally seem to have more net codes with people from the UK than I do from the other side of the world. The car does feel okay. Obviously, regardless, it's not how we want things to end. Last thing I want to do is do that to Lee as well, or for that to happen. Yeah, that's my fault. I did think that. He really seemed to pull up, didn't he? I mean, on the 100 ball marker is where you brake. Oh, fuck, we broke too late there, though. Fuck's sake, Scott. All out of shape through there. They're going at it in front. There's an opportunity to catch up here. Come on, keep it tidy, keep it tidy. It'll be a penalty afterwards. They do retrospective penalties, or they do appeals. They only really look at the serious incidents. Like, it is a fun league at the end of the day. We're not racing for money or anything. Right, there's an opportunity here to catch them into this first couple of corners. A lot of movement going between those two. They're going to end up crashing. Go on, boys, keep fighting, keep fighting. In a second of Gavin now. Jaws theme. Dun it, dun it. Gavin's like, yeah, I'll just let them weave. Very big off there for Gavin. We were just outside the draft anyway, there's no point in trying to follow them. We're definitely part of this race. We're not quite there. Fastest lap. Happy days. Take that. That's only really because those two boys at the front have been fighting this whole race. They're very quick. That's allowing me to catch up, so... Just need to get in that draft. Gavin's... No, well, yeah, possibly. I did have a connection with Lee, so... Definitely, Lewis. We definitely do. Just can't get close enough to Gavin. He's just got the draft of the guys in front. He's staying right within them. Yeah, we're all on similar pace. I had a 51.4 there last time around because I got caught in the traffic here. Oh no, is this a lap car getting in the way? Looks like it. Not been favourable to me, the lap traffic. They got really close together there. That was an opportunity to get up at them. Come on! Alright, slow through there. 4 more laps left, 5 more laps left, I think, isn't it? Rome's got damage.
Oh, Matt, go ahead.
Jerome's got front wing damage, so he's should drop off if we can hold him off here. Yeah, head down. Just felt the rears go there. I couldn't keep my foot down. That's where I'm feeling the wash of the car in front. You just lose downforce through there. The real slow corners. He's just able to get his foot down on the throttle earlier than me. With obviously he's got more downforce with clean air. Come on, Scott. I had to take a big lift there. He nailed it. Every time, man. Every time. The rear just... Oh. Nah, Gavin's probably got this, unless he makes a serious mistake. See, in clean air, I'm faster. I'm slightly faster. Only ever. Slightly faster in clean air. It's just when you get behind a car, it's so difficult around here. Well held, Gavin. Well held. Oh, that was a good race. That was a good race. I am sweating after that, guys. Sweating. Thought I'd have him. I thought I would have him, but... Ah. Where is he? I'm going to drive around to the pits because it's the last one. On a lap of honour. While they're still broadcasting. Hope you enjoyed that though, guys. Good race, wasn't it? Us top 5, we had the pace. Be interesting to know what happens, obviously, with me and Lee. I feel like he still broke just a little bit early, but we'll see. We'll have a look back in a minute. I'm sad to see Silverstone go, guys. It's such a good track in any car, especially in these cars. It's been good to me this week. And that's pretty much the last relevant racing I've got all week, to be honest. Week 13 I don't plan really to participate in. I'll have a look at the Hungaroring, do a first look video at that. Probably jump into some of the other sims actually and see how they're performing in VR at the moment. ACC R Factor 2, Ultimate Ballista 2. Just do some videos on those. I don't think I'll be able to stream them because they're not quite still optimised enough to stream. But that was good fun. Yeah, I'll park it up here and then we'll go have a look at the replays. Still gutted I didn't win that. I think I should have won that. Yeah, we'll jump in and have a look at the replays. Gavin set the fastest lap as well, 51 dead. Just go and apologise to Lee. Where are we? Where are we? Oh, well, I'm not even typing. Come on. Takes forever to load up now. Why does it take so long? 50%, 55%.
Too. We've very much enjoyed having you with us here. Thank you for joining us throughout all of the races here through the season. It's been great to commentate on. It's been great to watch all of these guys really fighting hard throughout that are running out of fuel on the pit straight, didn't we? So
it's very
just lacking possibly a little pace compared to them. Actually, looking at the lap times, Trev, most of them sitting in the 151s at the minute. So Tuffey's actually just done the fastest lap, so despite us saying that he wasn't necessarily hanging in there, he's actually just done a 151.32, which is quicker by about 4/10 of a second. Actually, well, yeah, about 4/10 of a second than most of the other guys.
We'll go back and watch that later. That's some late time night viewing. Right, let's have a look here then. Let's have a look what happened. Let's have a butchers. So main thing I want to do first is have a look at the incident with Lee. I think it was third lap. Yeah, there's Lee. So if we go here and rewind. Yeah, I mean, I'm braking just before the 100, my braking marker. And he's just really pulled up, isn't he? He's really slowed down. I don't know what happened to him there. Yeah, so he's just, so Lee has, I apologise to Lee in Discord, and yeah, he's just said, no worries, figured I did brake a little bit early, he'd locked the brakes a few times, I didn't notice it from the couple of previous laps, but he said he'd locked the brakes there a few times before, and he just, yeah, was overcautious, so that's why. I think we got away with damage, you know, there, maybe. I don't know. We'll tell you what, how I didn't get front end plate damage there, I don't know. Don't know. I'm really, really fortunate there. But yeah, let's go and have a look at the leaders incident. That was just them carrying too much speed, I think, into... His race ended this lap. I think Jerome just locked the brakes. I think he locked up and ran into the side of him. Oh. In fairness, while he's a little bit far back, I can see why he was going for it. He left the door open, Sam. That's unlike Sam. Did he lock up the brakes? I got a feeling Sam locked up the brakes. I don't know. Seems like he just he just kind of missed his braking marker a little bit. Yeah, I think he's just missed his braking marker a little bit. He's turned in late, only ever so slightly. But if you look at it from Jerome's perspective, I mean, he's kind of... Jerome probably should have backed out, but Sam's also turned in quite sharply there from... Because at this point, Sam's gone too wide. He's gone too far. But technically, Sam is more than a car length ahead. But I can see why Jerome went for it. I mean, to me, that's just a racing incident. I don't think there's really any proportion of blame. If Sam was in that position, in Jerome's position, and he sort of Jerome did the same, I would probably expect him to do the same as well. Because he's gone a little bit far, he's turned in a lot sharper than he normally would. So that you can see, it's just a very sharp turn there. And because Jerome's going to hit the perfect line. Jerome's on the perfect line. He's on the racing line. Sam's run a little bit wide. He's more going to join the curb, the apex here. But technically, it's Sam's in front and Jerome... It's a racing incident to me. Racing incident. Difficult proportion blame on... You can see where both could have done better, but also see why they did it. And then, yeah, I just overtook him there. That was good though, I enjoyed that. While we didn't really have a lot of wheel-to-wheel racing, I enjoyed the chase, I enjoyed the pace. And yeah, it was good fun. That's what a series is all about. Let's have a look at this. Should we have a look at the incidents? It would be fun if we didn't have a look at the incidents. Loud, isn't it, actually? Hang on. Oh dear. Someone got rear-ended right at the start. Not good. Oh, Alex, man. Alex. That, oh. Did he hit him on the way through as well? Yes, this thing. Entanglement. I'm guessing this is Alex just joining. Try. Oh, what happened there? Oh dear. I think that's Reese behind getting. Oh, he's just got squeezed. Oh no. In fairness, I think Reese has chanced it there. He's chanced it. Unfortunately, it hasn't paid off. Oh my. Oh. Oh. Done well to get. Oh. I was about to say done well to get away with any damage there. Then his wheel just decided to hop off as it stopped. There you go. Oh, it's gone already. Oh. It was naughty. That was a little bit naughty. Oh, he's missed his braking marker by a mile. He's got away with it though. Paul's got away with it. Mr. Busby. I believe Mr. Busby has won the. He's predominantly a GT3 driver, so we'll let him off. He had a bet with Nathan actually, £30 of where they would finish, and he beat him. Nathan finished 4 laps down, so Paul's £30 richer. But he won the iRUK GT3 League. So easily done when you come from GT3s to F3 to just completely lock up the brakes like that. Oh, I thought he saved it. And he went the other way. Oh. That's a hard hit. What lap was that? Oh, it's lap 2. So yeah, it's still. We're only on lap 2. I was going to say, like, that's normally it grips there fine, but first couple of laps it is sketchy. You do have to slightly lift. Oh yeah, this was me. He's already admitted he broke a little bit early, so he caught me out. At least he was able to finish his race though. Am I racing F3 League tomorrow night? What F3 League is that, Spider? I didn't know of any other F3 leagues. I know I've been entered into the Apex Racing League, I think, for the last couple of races, but I think that's ended now. Is there another one on tomorrow? Which one's that? Oh, is that late? Oh, he's getting such a skirt. Oh, well done. He's already admitted he broke early, Spock. Ah, that is Sam and Jerome. Ah, and then Sam got hit by the car behind. No, on his roof. Oh dear, who was the culprit? Graham. Dear. Is that tomorrow night, Spider? Okay. Where's it at? I haven't entered one yet, but if it's tomorrow night, I could probably make it. That's up. Matt's had enough. Oh, is this lap 50? Oh, this is after the race. So, always good. Oh, well, I enjoyed that. Thoroughly enjoyed that. I might have a little watch back of the broadcast, you know? Definitely got in on the action. Well, I know we did because there's my car. Where are we at?
Good evening and welcome to the 6th round. Who like to run social races, practice session, leagues, but most importantly, share
It's
our
a bit
experiences
yellow,
and our passion for participating in Trev. Now, what can we expect to see from?
This is
Yeah. What happened to Max?
Turn 10 to 14, which is Maglets, Beckett's, and Chapel. That's for
this is me. They're on me.
there's some very high-speed overtaking zones for those that are brave enough to push it
Silverstone,
and keep that
count
power
me in.
down. Some of the key
Count me
corners
in.
we're going to see today is that the car's going to need a good exit from turns 5, Aintree, turn 7, Luffield, and turn 14, which is Chapel onto the Hanger Straight. Key areas, definitely. High-speed corners, we're going to see possibly some big incidents. We're going to be looking at turn 8 with Cop, turn 9
That
Corps, where we saw
Mwah.
Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton have a collision in the F1, and turn 10 to 14, which is Maglets, Beckett's, and Chapel. That's quite a high-speed SE corners, so definitely going to see some stuff there.
Did you just call it corpse? We're not going to see. We're not going to see people die in there. yeah. What happened to
Got
Max
some
there? He didn't die,
good
did he?
content
No.
to keep
No,
you
he
guys
didn't die, no. And then
busy
going down
throughout
into
the
those
week.
slow braking
Entertained.
corners for the ones that like to be
That's
the
some
late
good
breaker.
F3 races
Turn
here
3
this week.
Village, turn 4 the Loop, and turn 16 and 17.
Excellent stuff. Thanks, Trev. Yeah, this is going to be awesome stuff tonight. We've had some great rounds from the F3 bunch so far. It's looking currently
Yeah,
like
I'll
Sam
be- what
Hermer
time is it
is
tomorrow
set to run away with the championship with a fairly strong lead on Stuart
Those
Milne, who
lines.
sits pretty at 273 points. But Sam Hermer at a whopping 320 at the moment with 5 wins in evening. Now the qualifying session started at 20:55, so they're currently out on track with a minute and a half left to go to set a time, and then we'll be racing from 10 past 9 until about 10 o'clock, so about 45 minutes possibly. It's probably about less. We've got 14 laps this evening, and with these guys doing sub 2-minute laps, expect to see this over in about 25 to 30 minutes. So stick with us for what will be less than an hour of action-packed racing here at Silverstone from the grid. Now, if we have a little look over at the timing screen at the minute, you're going to hear some familiar names there in the top 5. So at the moment, P1 is Sam Hermer. He's put in the blinding time of 1:50.56. That's not very much clear of Jerome Laney behind, though, who's only 3/10 shy of that with a 1:50.8. Jerome.
Right, let's skip forward to the actual start of the race. Sam's so quick though, look, 50.5 in quali. Ridiculous.
Flags I expect throughout the session. Obviously,
Brilliant little race insiders through some of the corners, and it was a fantastic little fight between. I had to concede the
7 o'clock
place to him.
briefing.
He was undoubtedly quicker than I was.
Might not. I probably won't be there
but
for 7 o'clock
no,
briefing.
very
What
much
time
enjoyed the
is
little
the actual race?
tussle against him.
Excellent stuff. Well, Trev's going to be keeping an eye on the Twitch chat this evening, viewers. So if you've got any comments or predictions about who might potentially win this evening, who you think is going to be on the top, let us know in the Twitch chat, and we'll be sure to have a look through those comments as the evening progresses. I'm sure there's going to be a lot going on the circuit, which is going to keep us busy anyway. Now, your qualifying results on screen for you at the moment. I'll run through those very quickly now. Sam Hermer in P1 with Jerome Lamy in P2 behind him, followed by Gavin Petty, Stuart Milne, Lee Aberdeen and Scott Tuffy. Then we've got Alex Hopkins in 7th, followed by Rudy Marai, Duncan Roberts, Patrick Rowlands, Nathaniel Simpson, Mitchell Webb, Joshua Wilson, James Cockram, Ryan Annals, Paul Busby, Edmund Webb, and then in P18 there we've got Patrick Bennett also.
Racing.
Going a little bit further down the order, if we rotate that down, that's it. We've got Marcus Hudson, Nathan Willoughby, Dare Flock, Ryan Eppingham, Graham Nicol, Jack Ralph, Roxy Gibson, Dave Hatton, Reece Saunders, and then Matt Lubscher at the back of the grid. Now, the biggest surprise there is Matt Lubscher, who normally is one of the strongest drivers on this grid, and we've got no time for him this evening. I have a feeling that he may have done that actually in one of the previous rounds in the previous season, where he decided to start from the back. So I'm sure Matt Lubscher will give us a hell of a show this evening as he makes his way through the order. There's a lot of F3 cars there this evening, Trev. We've got a lot of cars there now to look at. And here come the lights now as we begin the 6th round of Formula 3 here on the iRacing UK YouTube and Twitch channels, and they're away, and that's a fantastic start there from Sam Hermer. Jerome Laney making sure that he slips in as soon as possible, following very closely behind Sam Hermer. And we've got a lot of incidents there possibly on the first lap. There's a bit of a tussle there between a couple of the cars, and then it looks like Jerome Laney's managed to go round the outside of Sam Hermer at the moment. Is he going to be able to maintain that position? No, he isn't. That's going to be Sam Hermer ahead for now. And then we've got more contact there into turns 3 and 4. This is going to be incredible to see how many people actually make it through this first lap, because at the minute we've got a lot of people off. And look, we've got Jerome Laney going around the outside. This is just like a Lewis Hamilton Max Verstappen battle, really pushing each other all the way on this first lap. Look at them go into the middle section here, and there's Jerome Laney pushing as hard as he can. Is he going to have something to show Sam Hermer here? That front wing, is he going to go into Cops side by side? Are they any chance down this straight now? I don't think he's going to be able to make it happen. Is he? No, not quite brave enough on lap 1. Very wise decision from Jerome after a fantastic start from him. Really, really great racing. But Gavin Petty has made his way up the order a couple of places by the looks of it, and he is now in a position to strike on these guys. Actually, no, sorry, I misspoke there. Gavin Petty hasn't gained any places, but he's staying incredibly close to the back of Jerome as they go through the Maggots and Beckett's complex here. And look behind them, Scott Tuffey giving Lee Aberdeen a hard time. Lee Aberdeen having to fight hard and defend for his life. And there's Jerome Laney trying another move round the outside. Is he going to try and do it under braking? I don't think he's quite got it, has he, Trev? This is not going to be one for Jerome on this occasion. Sam Hermer being put through his paces, that 0.3 of a second qualifying difference, making absolutely no difference. And he's got him. Look at that, it's Jerome Laney around the inside as they come into the end of lap 1. That's Jerome Laney. He's almost got the job done. Sam Hermer side by side. It's not over yet. They're going to be going into turn 1 side by side at this rate by the looks of it, with Gavin Petty and Lee Aberdeen also behind Sam Hermer. Incredibly brave sweep across the front of Jerome Laney there as they start the second lap of this race. Well, that's some brilliant action from the two of them, and it's so hard to take the cameras away from this at the moment because there's so much going on at the front of the pack. Here's Scott Tuffey. He's fighting with Lee Aberdeen and Stuart Milne. We mentioned Matt Lubscher earlier, who had started from the back. He's currently in P13, I think now, or P14, sorry, up the order. He's managed to make his way. Scott Tuffey, he's in the middle of the sandwich here between Lee Aberdeen and Stuart Milne, two incredibly competent drivers, but he's also really managed to show the pace here and stay in touch with the front three. So Trev, I don't know if you managed to catch who was involved in those early lap incidents, but what a great start to this race that we've had.
It has been a great start. Yeah, as you say, there was so many people involved in those incidents at the beginning there. It was very hard to keep. I was trying to keep an eye on the timing boards to see who sort of dropped down. I'm just looking here. So we had Rudy Marius went off track. We can see a replay here.
There's Nathan Willoughby get a bit of a slow start there off the line there, Trev, by the looks of it. So Nathan then into turn 1. Let's see what happens to him. Does he get tapped from behind here? Not quite. Well, Nathan makes his way around there, doesn't he? It's like there's a few other cars. Edmund Webb that I think I've seen going off there and taking the exit, and a few others getting involved. So Nathan actually managed to stay out of trouble for a lot of that. There's a few more involved there at Farm. So wow, this is what a start from our grid here. It's Scott Tuffey now. Actually, we're going to go on board here with Ryan Eppringham into the final chicane here. It looks like Ryan's currently putting Duncan Roberts under a bit of pressure, and that kind of pressure from Duncan Roberts is going to. He's gone a bit wide there, and I think that could give Ryan Eppringham a little bit of a chance here to have a look round. We've got to go to the front of the order though, because look at Jerome Laney here and Sam Hermer. Looks like these two are fighting incredibly hard at the moment, and Jerome Laney has managed to get the move done at the moment. Oh no, but Sam Hermer still fighting hard here. They're going to be going side by side again throughout this lap.
They certainly don't want to leave this position open for the other one. They are absolutely fighting this to the max.
Great fighting between them both.
That is incredible there from Sam Hermer. He's continuing to defend that position all the way into the early stages of this race. And Jerome Lamey's got to have an answer for that at some point, hasn't he? There's no way that he can keep letting Sam Hermer just maintain that position in front. He's got to keep him under pressure and see if he can force a mistake, just like he's trying to here. Again, not quite brave enough to try and make that move into Copse, is he? It's not going to be done there for Jerome. And behind them, there's so many cars that are just waiting to get involved in this as they go into the Magnussen Beckett's complex again here. Down the gears these guys will be going, trying to make sure that they get the best exit possible for the run down the Wellington Straight. Sorry, not the Wellington Straight, the Hangar Straight here. And there we go. That was a bit of a connection issue possibly there we just saw, but Sam Hermer and Jerome Lamey weaving left and right, trying to break that toe, but Jerome Lamey still hanging on to the back of these guys. Gavin Petty's got a front row seat here to the Hermer and Lamey show. As we go back and have a little look at Matt Lubscher, we've already spoken about him making places up. He's in P12 at the moment. He's absolutely flying at the moment. It's Matt Lubscher making places left, right and centre. He's very much in his element here, comfortable at Silverstone in his little open wheeler. So he's made his way past Duncan Robert. Oh, sorry, he's trying to get his way past Duncan Roberts and Paul Busby here. While we mention Paul Busby, we should just mention that there's actually a little bit of a wager on this evening, and Paul Busby actually bet the £30 donation to Mind mental health charity that he would beat Nathan Willoughby in this race this evening. And just having a little look at the order, that Nathan's back in 15th with Paul currently running in the top 10. It looks like Paul, who we thought might actually that might be the one that had to give that £30 away this evening. He's turned the tables on Nathan, and he's running ahead, Trev.
Yeah, he certainly is, and I think he's going to be eating his own words shortly with this one. No, it's a fantastic charity to give the money to, so it's well worth bet here, I think, between the two of them. And I think if they do get side by side, there's going to be some good racing from the two of them. But absolutely amazing racing from everyone so far.
Nearly a Hamilton Verstappen there.
So much action going on. It's hard to keep track of, each individual battle across the track here.
Oh,
well,
God,
as
so many cars.
Well, we're going to have to keep an eye here because we've got about 4 or 5 cars here within about a second of each other, Trev. So what you're going to be seeing here is a lot of place swapping as these guys battling it out, slowing each other down with these overtake manoeuvres, which obviously gives opportunities to the cars behind to almost leapfrog them. It's a bit like people overtaking each other on the M6 over and over again. One person gets in the fast lane, overtakes the other people that are busy overtaking each other in the middle lanes, and then rinse and repeat over and again. But hopefully a bit more exciting because these are open wheelers and not your commercial road cars. Now Ryan Epringham, who we're here with now, he's managed to get involved in the fight here with Busby. There's a bit of contact there, and it looks like they're going to be there's some slowing down here from Ryan Epringham. Paul Busby, who had actually managed to slip behind. Lee Aberdeen's dropping down the order, everybody. I think Lee Aberdeen I've just seen dropping down. He's in the pit lane, so Lee Aberdeen possibly had either a penalty or some damage that he's had to go in and have repaired. This happened 13 seconds ago. This is him just entering the pit lane, so not any sure why. There's no damage to that car as far as I can see, Trev. So either a setup malfunction or maybe put quali fuel in because he's only about 3 laps in, so it could be that he sent himself out with not enough motion lotion.
It would be the first time I've done that, to be honest myself. So
the commentator.
Yeah, we've seen it a few times, I think, in races before. I think even some of the GT3s on Sunday, we actually saw a few people that are running out of fuel on the pit straight, didn't we? So
it's very easily done.
Now, Rudy Murai here, looking for a little manoeuvre. Is that on Dave Hatton? It looks like it is incredibly deep on the brakes there. It looked like Dave didn't really have much of an answer for it. As we see Rudy looking to the inside, not able to do anything just yet. And this could be the kind of Copse manoeuvre that we were talking about earlier. We were hoping to see one of the front guys pull something, but no. We're absolutely dying to see somebody try a cheeky Hamilton, but it just hasn't happened yet. Obviously, we want to see it without the negative result. These guys are Far too professional.
Definitely
Those
worth
books
going
of
back and
Mercedes
watching.
clowns, eh?
We're just
But
watching the broadcast
anyway,
back now.
there's Ryan Epringham in the middle of an absolute sandwich of Formula 3 cars with Edmund Webb having a nose around behind them. Paul Busby leads the order here with Duncan Roberts ahead of him, and Matt Lubscher now up to 9th, well into the top 10 and clear of this pack ahead of him. And look at the late break in there from Edmund Webb. He's really looking for a way round as they go into into the final chicane. And Busby's now managed to escape into that last corner as they go over to the Hamilton straight. But look at car number 24 there of Ryan Annals looking up the inside of Epringham, and he's done it. What a brilliant move into turn 1. Some great racing here from the middle pack, or the front, the middle pack that we've got here.
When you're the outside
we're going to go to Hermer though,
so
because he's having to defend again from Jerome Lamy. Jerome pushing his luck a little bit here around the outside. He's not been able to make it happen. Every bit of pressure that he puts on Sam Hermer, he just brushes it off like a bit of dust off his shoulders. It's absolutely no problem for Sam Hermer, but they are going to be coming up to the back markers imminently, so we're going to have to keep an eye on this, because it could be that Hermer gets slowed down by one of these back markers in a section of track that's a bit tighter, just like the complex that they're coming up now. Now, game over for Willoughby. He's crashed. Looks like we've had an event there. We're going to go to the replay now for Willoughby. Let's see what's happened to him. That mine donation definitely coming out of his pocket by the looks of it, and in the McLaren livery. Oh, late on the brakes, and he's managed to spin it. He's done incredibly well under braking there to make sure that he hasn't hit the cars in front of him. But we're going to have to go over to Edmund Webb in a moment, because there's an incident from him. He was part of that train in the mid pack that was fighting with Rudy Murray and Nathan and some of the others, I believe, and Paul Busby, and he's just lost it. He's just all of his own accord, nobody around him, pushing a bit too hard, and the back end's got away from him. So car number 92 of Edmund Webb, great racing that we've seen all evening from him, but unfortunately that little bit of extra effort sometimes will result in a bit of extra rotation on the back of these Formula 3 cars.
Front four, we were much faster than everyone else.
Lap 7 now, that's the halfway point, so 7 out of 14 laps completed, and we've still got this battle at the front between Jerome Lamy and Sam Hermer. We expected Sam to run away with it, but he's been absolutely unable to at the moment, with Lamy absolutely hanging in there. Gavin Petty lurking like a shark, ready to chew up the meat that's left over, and can he get himself a position? Epringham has also managed to get himself past Busby, but hang on a minute, we're going to have to go past to a little replay here of Ryan Epringham. We'll bring you back to the action in the front of the minute. That's him going down the inside of Busby. Great move there from Epringham, nice and tidy, but Busby fighting back quite hard here as they go into the final sort of section of the circuit, but not able to do much about it. And here is the start. We lost a little bit there of Jerome Lamy with a little bit of a flash from him, but the front runners still fighting hard with a very minimal gap between the two of them. We'll keep an eye on that as the second half of this race evolves. The gap only 0.3 between Hermer and Lamy at the minute, and then Petty behind only another 0.2 seconds. Tuffey behind, he's also going to be looking to keep involved in this action. He's done very, very well to hang on to the back of the current front three runners, albeit he is just lacking possibly a little pace compared to them. Actually, looking at the lap times, Trev, most of them sitting in the 151s at the minute, so Tuffey's actually just done the fastest lap. So despite us saying that he wasn't necessarily hanging in there, he's actually just done a 151.32, which is quicker by about 4/10 of a second. Actually, about 4/10 of a second than most of the other guys that are out there at the moment.
Yeah, he's got the toe from the cars ahead, and with them crossing paths all the time, they're making that slipstream much wider for him, and he's not having to battle against anyone else, so he can keep that foot planted. He's not having to lift out, and he's not having to correct his steering, avoiding the other guys. So yeah, absolutely smashing those lap times, and as you say, keeping right on the back of this pack.
We should keep an eye on Scott, I think, for the minute, because he's actually got a really good view of the front three battle here, because you can see ahead of him just how close Gavin Petty was starting to get to the back of Jerome Lamy, who by this point in the race must be incredibly frustrated with looking at the back of Sam Hermer's rear wing. He's been fighting him for ages, looking for little moments to get through, but every lap is just not quite been able to make it happen. Now, the difference here is look at in the distance there, about 100, a few metres ahead of where Sam Hermer is. That's a back marker that you can see there, and I'm going to guess that that's probably Reece Saunders that they're coming up to at the moment, just judging from let's have a quick look at the track map there. it's actually Dave Flock that they're coming up to there. So we'll see
it all
what
worked out for the best.
Dare were able to do. They're coming to the end of the complex here. It might be that Dare decides that by the end of here, these guys have caught him up enough that it's worth him just getting out of the way here on the hanger straight, possibly. But he's actually going to lose a fair bit of time, obviously, if he does that. Everybody weaving behind him, trying to make the most of that slipstream. Is he going to let him pass? Sam Hermer's going past. Jerome Lamey's going past. Is Gavin Petty going past? It looks like on the inside he is, and Dare giving them plenty of room round the outside. And then Scott Tuffey now will just be the next car that has to slide round them. But obviously Scott he's just managed to dip in there on the inside, and all of our front runners are through cleanly. So not too much disruption there. The gaps haven't changed very much. Let's have a little look at Josh Wilson here, who has just been fighting with Stuart Milnes. Stuart's lost the place to Josh here with that blue and yellow livery on Josh's car. You can see ahead, just managing to make the move into Stoke. Great little bit of driving from Josh, and that puts him up into P6.
I mean, Josh Wilson.
Yeah, you say about Lamey getting sick of looking at the back of Sam's car, but I think Sam's probably fed up looking in his rearview mirrors and seeing Jerome there.
There's a lot of weaving going on, isn't there, at the minute? It's, Sam's keen to try and break that toe, and then P25 is now the car that's going to be ahead of these guys, so that's going to be Graham Nicol that they're going to be coming up to. So Graham hopefully again will be similar to Dare, manage to just slide out these guys' way. It's going to be a little way yet, so we'll keep an eye on this and we'll see just what happens. Just looking at the order, Matt Lubscher now up to 8th as well. So Matt, who started right at the back of the grid, has absolutely chewed through the order this evening and brought himself into the top 10. Here he is on track now. A little look at car number 21 of Matt Lubscher, up 20 places. Best lap so far, 151.9, and his last of 152.3. So he's not too far off the pace. He's not really putting in the absolute hot laps that the likes of Sam Hermer is, who's just done a 151.17 on his last lap. So Sam now picking up the pace, starting to show these guys what he's made of. And then Jerome's also responded and tried to maintain that, only a tenth off of the 151.2 on the last lap. So Sam currently looking like the driver that's going to be able to keep the pace high and keep the pressure going. Just on that last lap, look, we've got the back marker there getting a little bit in the way of Sam Hermer. He's going to be showing that blue flag. He really needs to get out of the way, and he has done there. Is he going to let the rest of the pack through? Jerome Lamey and Gavin Petty also going through. That must have been a bit frustrating for Sam Hermer, who really would have wanted to just be able to fly through there without any kind of disruption, obviously in the aerodynamics ahead of him. So that was Graham Nicol now, obviously, that they've passed. So the next car ahead will be Mitchell Webb, but quite a big gap ahead now, I believe, to Mitchell. So we won't be seeing him for a little while now, if at all, really, because given that we're on lap 10 out of 14 now, there won't be many more chances for these guys to pass any more back markers. We're going to go and have a little look at Patrick Bennett, who's up 3 places and is currently putting Nathan Willoughby under a bit of pressure. So this is an iRUK admin battle between Patrick and Nathan. Who's going to come out on top? Nathan's obviously already had a little bit of an incident earlier in this race. He's trying to chase hard up to Busby, but look at that. Patrick Bennett sliding up the inside there, and Nathan Willoughby. Didn't look like there was much effort involved there at all, and Nathan having a nice clean race there with Patrick. That's a good little bit of action between those guys. Now the question is, will Nathan be able to catch up to Paul? I don't think that's going to be incredibly likely at the minute, with Paul now obviously separated by actually, just looking at that, it looked like Nathan was trying to make another move there, but as we go, I think he has actually, just hearing in the background. Let's go let's not go back and have a look just yet, because look at how close Jerome Lamey is. We've said it, this has been 10 laps so far of these guys absolutely hooked to each other. There's been nothing to separate them for the entire race, and Lubscher now up to 7th. I doubt that he's going to see his fair share of it, but he's the kind of guy that would have loved to have been involved in the front running order that we have here, with Hermer, Lamey and Petty all fighting out. Oh, and they're going to touch. Hermer's out. That's going to be Hermer's spam round. That's him out of P1. That is and there's that Paul Busby that's just gone into him possibly. I'm not sure who that was, but that's now Hermer out the race. Graham Nicol, I think, is the car that's come round and hit him. That's put Gavin Petty now up into P1 and Jerome Lamy into P2. But we've also got Scott Tuffey. So Scott Tuffey going down the inside of Jerome Lamy, and I think Jerome possibly with that a little bit of damage there to the front wing that might be compromising his speed. So Gavin Petty and Scott Tuffey now are your lead two cars, with Jerome Lamy down to P3. So that's lost him a position in that contact, and we'll try and find a good camera angle where we can see a replay of that action. I'll tell you what that has done though, that's put Matt Lubscher up into 5th position from the back of the grid, which just goes to show you these Formula 3 races, anything can happen.
Yeah,
so Jerome looks like he's dropping back.
I honestly feel very sorry for Sam in that incident. He did absolutely nothing wrong, and it's
that was
painful to see, isn't it?
Yeah, it was. They've been racing closely for a very long time. Jerome obviously had a look at the inside, and let's just have another look at it here if we can. And the front wing just catching the back marker there, just not reacting well to the incident that obviously happened there. So I'm sure we might hear a little bit about that after the race. But unfortunate between Jerome Lamy there and Sam Herman. We really had hoped that it would end differently to that, but a great bit of racing they did provide for us throughout this evening already. Now let's have a look here at Stuart Milne, who's in P7, down 3 positions and still fighting hard with Josh Wilson, who overtook him a few laps ago. We have seen them kind of trying to trade places a little bit here, but into turn 1 they go. Doesn't really look to me like Stuart Milne's close enough to be able to do anything about it at all. It's going to be a case of these two just sticking to each other for the last couple of laps and seeing what they can do. Jerome Lamy dropping back a little bit, his lap time. Oh, and then that's Stuart Milne perhaps just catching a bit of curb there. I don't think there was contact between the cars. It looked like he just slowed down a bit too hard, too deep into that curb, and picking up a bit of the sausage possibly there. So maybe we'll catch that again if it's worth having a little look. But I think at the minute, while they haven't changed positions, we'll keep having a look at the battle as it goes.
And just an update on the Busby and Willoughby. Unfortunately, it looks like Willoughby's had some sort of incident and he's dropped all the way back to P24. So it looks like he's going to have to be paying up this money.
Yeah, so that's Paul Busby putting a bet on and then sticking to it with a performance. And there's Willoughby. Oh, yeah, lost the back end and then clipped the tyre wall there. That's going to be the end of his car, towing to the pits and him back down the order. Paul Busby up 4 places in P12 at the moment. He's been having a nice steady race with 154-ish sort of lap time, just cruising around, staying out of trouble where he can, and that's kept him in the midfield at the moment. Gavin Petty's up 2 places, but he's now under pressure from Scott Tuffey. Now, Gavin Petty's inherited the lead here, just as we said he might, after having been patiently waiting behind Jerome Lamy and Sam Hermer battling at the front. And now Scott Tuffey has got a bit of a taste for blood and wants his way up to that top spot. So with only another lap to go as they enter, as we're on lap 13 out of 14 at the moment, we'll see if Scott Tuffey can do anything about it with only those couple of laps to go. He's been putting in some fantastic times. In fact, his last time was almost perfectly equal with Gavin Petty ahead of him, 151.07 and a 151.06. They are really going to be nose to tail for the rest of this.
Best was a 51.
And Petty with the fastest lap overall. We'll keep an eye on him because he is the quicker of the two. So Scott Tuffey's not really giving up. You know, he was showing pace earlier when the others weren't. And Jerome Lamy now really dropping back, almost 2 seconds off the pace on his last lap, which means that damage must really be slowing him down. Hopefully he's going to be able to just try and maintain that position with Nathaniel Simpson now, the car behind him in P4, looking to possibly make a move at some point.
I think the only thing going through Scott's mind right now is why have silver when I can have gold?
Absolutely, yeah. Car number 91. He's been patient and competitive all night, so why shouldn't he ever go? Gavin Petty, obviously a seasoned veteran of league, season 1 of the Formula 3 league as well. So we've seen plenty of action from Gavin, and we know he's a competent racer. So Scott, show us what you've got. let's see something fantastic here at Silverstone on the last round of the Season 2 League here at iRacing UK. Now, the current order: Gavin Petty, Scott Tuffey, Jerome Lamy, Nathaniel Simpson, Matt Lucia, Josh Wilson, Stuart Milne, James Cochran, Duncan Roberts and Ryan Annals make up your top 10. We've seen plenty of people come in and out of that top 10 tonight, but one person that we haven't mentioned really very much is Lee Aberdeen, who's actually slid all the way down to P16. We saw him dropping down the order earlier, but Lee Aberdeen now out of the top 10 positions and about 5 seconds off the back of Jack Ralph, so he won't be really making many moves this evening. A fairly lonely race probably for the remainder of it for Lee Aberdeen, who we had hoped to see obviously fighting his way. He could have been in a position to obviously take advantage of that action that happened at the front of the order, but had that earlier incident himself, which has resulted in him being a bit further back. And it looks like Tuffey might have dropped back a little bit now, and I'm just having a look here at Edmund Webb, who is ahead of Paul Busby. Paul Busby was in 12th, I'm sure he was a minute ago, so that means that Webb has obviously just managed to get past him. I think he's quite lucky that Nathan's out, because look at the amount of people that are challenging Busby here. It's almost as if those incidents from Nathan have been a bit of a guardian angel, because he's under extreme pressure here from Patrick Bennett behind. I reckon Nathan might have been in the position to catch up if he hadn't made that incident earlier. Here's Stuart Milne just making a move on James Cochran, or actually round the outside. I think this might actually be Cochran challenging him for position, because Stuart Milne was the one that lost position to Joshua Wilson early, which means James Cochran's managed to catch him throughout the course of this race, and now it's a battle all the way to the last lap here for Stuart Milne and James Cochran going round the outside, not going to be able to do it. James Cochran incredibly wide, and Stuart Milne having to take the tighter line there, but James Cochran gained a lot of pace there by the looks of it, taking that wider line, and he's actually managed to overtake Stuart Milne off track, so I imagine there might be a penalty there as we now go over to your race leader, which is Gavin Petty. He enters the final couple of corners here around Silverstone. A great race from Gavin Petty. He was patient, he kept his eye on the prize, and here he is coming for a podium position in P1. It's Gavin Petty, your winner here in the final round of the iRacing UK Formula 3 Season 2 League at Silverstone. Great race for Gavin Petty, very well deserved win. And Scott Tuffey comes in P2 with Jerome Lamy in P3. Great stuff there as we now just watch the final few cars. Here's Stuart Milne back up into sixth position. What's happened here? He's managed to get past Wilson, and Cochran's also managed to get past Wilson as well. Duncan Roberts is going to be having a little look around, but no, Stuart Milne, what a last lap turnaround that must have been for him, because he's managed to get himself up to sixth past Wilson, who had previously been overtaken by earlier in this race. And not to mention that Lubscher is now in P5 from the back of the grid, so a great race from Matt Lubscher bringing himself back up, and Busby finishes in P15 right, after losing a few positions on the last lap with all that kind of chaos that was going on around him, with a lot of people passing him. It looks like obviously Nathan Willoughby out of this race and able to respond to that bet, and a great little bit of action that we've been able to see here across the course of the evening from these
So on YouTube, I want to have a look at this new Ferrari. Ferrari iRacing. Here we go. This is the new Evo, isn't it? You can't see. Slightly new body kit, a longer wheelbase. Interested to see how it is. I do like the Ferrari. I haven't really raced it a lot. It's just been so much down on pace compared to the other cars. Hey, Buff. Thanks, mate. No, thanks for dropping in. Appreciate it. Yeah, unfortunately, we're not doing any more racing tonight. See, it's week 13 now. There's proper week 13. It's like a downtime day, isn't it? I wasn't even going to come on tonight if it wasn't for the league race, in all honesty. Why does the track look all blurry? What have they done to that? Does anyone else see that? The curve's really blurry. What have they done? How have they edited this video? I think they've done it to try and make the car seem quicker than it is. Just a Ferrari in it in the day. It's just a Ferrari GT3. Not much to it. Oh no, that's iRacing. I meant to press that to play music. Yeah, so if we have a look here. Literally nothing. There's no officials to race. Well, you got the BMW GT4. There's not even anything to do that there. That's the Sim Cup, isn't it? So you got the street stock figure of 8, tube twister thing, Mazda, week 13 ridiculousness, and then a tin top tussle. I mean, that's all we've got at the moment. So it's just a nothing week, isn't it? Or a nothing day, anyway. But tomorrow is when we're going to get a new update. We're going to get the Hungaroring. We're going to get, obviously, the new GT3 Ferrari Evo. And we're going to get... Oh, mine's just gone blank. What else are we getting, guys? Porsche Cup. That's it, a new Porsche Cup car. So, I don't know. I probably won't get the Ferrari now. I'll probably wait until a later date, until like there's a week where it's probably like the best car or one of the best cars, and then I'll probably get a Porsche Cup car. Definitely getting Hungaroring, and then probably the Porsche Cup car. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, probably. There probably won't be any more streams this week. It will just be YouTube content, so just videos. Because as I said, there's not really much to race. And this they bring out. Like, I've got my safety rating up. Thankfully, we're going to get A license. And yeah, nice 3.2k. So it's just waiting until kind of next week. So yeah, I'm going to dabble in some other sims, RF2. AMS2 and ACC, just kind of do a video on each one of those, see how they're performing in VR at the moment, because it's been quite a while since I've been in them. I already kind of know how ACC is performing. Spoiler alert, not very good, which is a real shame because I do like that game and it's a beautiful looking game, especially on monitors, but I'm not playing that game on a single monitor. I just don't. I'd rather not play it. But yeah, just out of curiosity, see how it's getting on, as well as the others. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you all for dropping by. Thank you all for sticking around for so long and listening to me waffle on. And yeah, looking forward to the new content. Looking forward to a new season. I'll drop maybe a few of the races from the streams over the week into some videos as well, because yeah, we had some real good ones. So still plenty of content coming on the channel over the next week, even though we've got the downtime with iRacing. As I said, not many streams. We'll pick that up again next week. So I was going to say, Liam, I haven't seen you around for ages. So glad I've given you the bug. Glad you've got your back, because it is so enjoyable, mate. It is really enjoyable. As we said, if you can avoid the incidents the first couple of laps. Just be patient, and sometimes it's out of your control, but if you can be patient the first couple of laps, then you'll have so much fun. So much fun. It's just people, obviously, as always, in any series, it's the same. They go a bit crazy on the first couple of laps, full tank of fuel, cold tyres, cold brakes. They forget it's a sim and just go 100% from the start, and it never ends well. Very rarely it ends well anyway. So, but yeah. Anyone who's still here and hasn't hit that like button, please do. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, even more so. I'd really appreciate it. We're on our way to 2K. So, yeah. Love you and leave you guys. Thank you as always. And I'll see you for the next one. Bye.